Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. I would like to give a special thanks to South Dade Kia for providing with the Kia Stinger. If you're in the market for a Kia, you can come check out South Dade Kia. But let's talk about the Stinger here for 2022, guys. I have some sad news. Kia is discontinuing the Stinger name here in America. Last year, Kia sold 12,556 units. For comparison, Kia sold almost 6 times as many Tellurides in the same time period. So if you guys know, here in America, SUVs are a hot seller here. But looking here at the Stinger's front styling here, I think Kia did a fantastic job. Even though this car has been on the market since 2018 and it just got this update for 2022. So it got a horsepower increase, and Kia made some stuff as standard equipment for 2022. But looking at these headlights here, they're going to be adaptive, and they swivel with an LED daytime running light with an LED turn signal. And down here, this opening here is going to be functional to put an air curtain over the brakes and wheels. There's front parking sensors here. My model is painted in the snow white pearl paint, which looks really good with the dark chrome and black accents. There's the new Kia emblem here. Looking down here at the tiger nose grille, there's this piece here which has a camera in front because that's for the adaptive cruise control. Looking down here at the little part of the fascia, there's also more of that dark chrome trim which looks really nice here with this white exterior paint. And looking on top of the hood here, unfortunately guys, this doesn't do anything, it's just a fake piece here. I wish Kia would have made that functional. But looking at these tires and wheels here, these are a 225/35 Michelin tire. You also have these large Brembo brakes here to give this car really good stopping power. You also see the new Kia emblem in the center cap there. And these tires are a staggered design because you get 255/35s in the rear. There's more of that dark chrome here at the lower part of the door panel. The wheelbase here for the Stinger is at 114.4 inches with an overall length of 190.2 inches. There's also this LED side marker here on this mirror cap here. It also has this dark chrome here on top. And my model does have this moon roof here to let light into the cabin. And it also has a red interior, which looks super nice. We'll talk about that once we get inside the interior. As you guys can see here, there's this fastback design here on the Stinger. But making our way to the rear here of the Stinger, looking at these taillights here, they're full LED with an LED turn signal, brake light, and reverse light. I like that the tail light actually cuts through the actual trunk lid here. There's the Stinger name, which is spelled out very nicely. There's a GT badge there. There's rear parking sensors. You also have these large quad tip exhausts here with this aggressive rear diffuser. But open up the cargo back here. Since my model is a GT2 model, it does have this power opening trunk here. It reveals 20.3 cubic feet of space, and underneath here, Kia does offer this temporary spare tire. Once you fold down the rear seats here, it expands the cargo to 40.9 cubic feet of space. But overall, let's hop into the interior of the Kia Stinger. Sitting inside the interior of the Kia Stinger with the GT2 package, as you guys can see here, my model does have this red interior, which looks really nice here. But reaching over here to shut the door of the Stinger and starting up the Stinger, the push button start is right here. As you guys can hear, that V6 will come to life. Looking at the door panel materials here, there's gonna be a nice soft touch material. There's 2-person memory seats here with this aluminum door handle here. Over here is gonna be for the mirror controls and lock controls. It is auto up, auto down, only for the driver and passenger, but not for the rear windows. I'm surprised to see that. It's gonna be a nice and padded area here to rest your elbows. I like the stitching here on the actual door panel. My model also has the Harman and Kardon sound system, which sounds really good. Down here is additional storage and cup holder space. Over here is for the dimmer switches, also for the lane keep assist, the fuel cap opener, and the power trunk release. And this is a power tilt and telescoping wheel. It does offer a decent amount of range and adjustability. There's also paddle shifters here. The headlight and turn signal stock is there. The wind wiper stock is right there. This also gets the newer Kia emblem here on the airbag cover. This is for the adaptive cruise control, also with highway stereo assist. Your volume and voice controls are here. I do like the GT badge here at the lower part of the steering wheel with the aluminum painted trim, also with the red stitching here, as you guys can see. Very nice stitching here on the steering wheel. This is a 10.25-inch display. It does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto here. As you guys can see, you can take up the full screen here with the Apple CarPlay, also with the Android Auto. Unfortunately, there's no wireless feature here on this model that I'm showing you guys today. And keep in mind, like I mentioned, Kia is discontinuing the Stinger for 2022. There's the 3 air vents here with the nice stitching. It's going to be leather padded here, even on the upper part of the dashboard. And my model also has this heads-up display here that you guys can see there. Once you turn the vehicle on, you're greeted by the newer Kia emblem there. Looking down here, there's some shortcut buttons here for media, the navigation. There's a volume and tune knob. This also has dual climate control. My iPhone 12 Pro Max does fit in the wireless phone charger if it was connected to, through the USB port there. There's a 12 volt there. Putting the Stinger into reverse, just push on this trigger here and swipe up. You guys are greeted by this 360-degree camera with trajectory with distance markers. There's front and rear parking sensors. There's also different angles here on the Stinger, so you won't basically curve surf your wheels. Looking down here, there's 2 cup holders. There's electronic parking brake. Your stability control is there. This is the drive mode selector here, which shows you Eco, Smart, Comfort, Sport, and Custom. If you guys go for the 4-cylinder model, you do get a Sport Plus mode, and actually turns off the traction control. There's an auto hold function there. Kicking it down here to drive, just push down on the trigger and push it towards you. You're also greeted by this front-facing camera. As you guys can see there, the Mustang is moving, so it will show you whatever it sees on that front camera. And you click P to go into park. Looking here, that's going to be 3-level heated and cooled seats. There's parking sensors. You can also access the camera via this button here. There's the automatic start-stop function there. I'm sure you guys the key fob. Of course, you guys have seen this key fob before. This key fob is on every Kia product. This also has remote start, also with the newer Kia emblem. It looks like a detonator. There's a lock, unlock, a trunk release, and a panic button here. There's a little bit of storage here where you can probably put the key so it won't be in the actual cup holder. There's this aluminum like trim here. You can also close this if you didn't have the USB port connected there. This area here is going to be nice and padded with a nice stitching here. Open up this, it does reveal a shallow amount of storage with this removable tray in there. The seats in here, they're supportive, they're comfortable, and I wish Kia would have offered a black GT badge here so you can see it, but it looks really nice here in the actual headrest. And above me, as you guys can see, I already have the moonroof open here so you can let some air into this cabin. There's going to be LED lights throughout the whole entire cabin, and there's this frameless mirror here. Open up the glove compartment, it does offer a large storage in there. Overall, I'm very impressed with this interior, but I'm really sad to see the Stinger be discontinued for next year. But overall, let's hop into the back seat of the Stinger. Getting into the back seat here of the Kia Stinger, as you guys can see here, the door opens at a pretty decent angle. But getting back here, keep in mind, guys, I'm only 5'8". As you guys can see, you have to duck your head, because if you don't, you hit your head here, because it does have this sloping roof design here. But looking down here, Kia says you get around 36.4 inches of legroom in the back seat. And also, this rides on the same platform as the Genesis G70, but you have more cargo and more legroom back here. And the Stinger, there's map pockets back here for additional storage. There's some features back here, which includes these rear air vents here with a 12 volt, also with the USB port. The floor back here is not flat because this is rear wheel drive, so good luck sitting in the middle passenger here. Looking at the door panel materials, it's gonna be a nice soft touch material. There's this aluminum with the red here, also with the stitching. There's 3-level heated seats back here. There's additional storage and cup holder space. Pulling this armrest down here, it does reveal 2 cup holders and a nice area here to rest your elbows. And up top is going to be LED lights throughout the cabin, also with these grab handles here. And unfortunately, the moonroof only goes up to the driver and passenger. It doesn't come into the back seat here because of the sloping roof design. But overall, I'm very impressed here with the Stinger's back seat. Taking a look underneath the hood here of the Kia Stinger, Kia will offer this with 2 different powertrains. The base models get a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder, which makes 300 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque. If you guys don't like that powertrain, Kia will happily sell you this 3.3-liter twin-turbo V6, which makes 368 horsepower and 376 pound-feet of torque. This powertrain is hooked up to an 8-speed automatic transmission. As the Stinger sits here, it weighs around 3,800 pounds. If you guys option in all-wheel drive, the Stinger will weigh in around 4,023 pounds because the all-wheel drive puts more weight on the vehicle. And this also has GDI, which stands for gasoline direct injection. Fuel economy for this 3.3-liter twin-turbo V6 is rated at 18 in the city, 25 on highway, and 20 combined. So starting off in the 2022 Kia Stinger with the GT2 package, as you guys can hear right now, the engine was off for a split second, but it just turned back on. You can defeat that function with the automatic start-stop function. My model also has a 3.3-liter twin-turbo V6, which makes 368 horsepower and 376 pound-feet of torque. That's a 3 horsepower increase from last year's model. Keep in mind, guys, this car screams performance. Oh my God, you have so much fun with the Stinger, guys. And I'm just so sad to report that this car is going away within the next year or so. Kia is going to be discontinuing the Stinger here because due to the lack of sales, they only sold 12,556 units last year. The Telluride sold 6 times as much as the Stinger did last year, which is kind of a bummer. But here in America, we love our SUVs, so that's why SUVs are basically taking over here in America. SUVs and pickup truck sales are basically the top. As you guys know, sedans are basically dying off every single year. But like I mentioned, I'm just very sad to report that the Stinger is going away. This car been on the market since 2018 and it's going to be discontinued next year. If you guys wonder what that sound was, that was a tag. It just fell out of the window. But the visibility out of the Stinger here is really good. You have a good commanding view of the road. Out of the rear, it's not the best. And like I mentioned, there's this button here to defeat the automatic start stop function. Once you do that, it starts to very smooth. There's no shaking or vibrations from the steering wheel or through the pedals here, because there's some automatic start stop function that I tested a while ago, and some of them basically make the vehicle kind of shudder in a sense. But let's talk about the driver's assistance here. This does have blind spot monitoring. If you were to signal left or right, you can see what's in your blind spot, which is really nice. If I wish Kia would have offered a full digital display instead of this partial digital display here. As you guys can see right next to me, there's this Lincoln. And it also displays here because my model does have the 360-degree camera, which is really nice. The seats in here, they're supportive, they're comfortable, they're 3-level heated and cool seats. The cool seats, I wish they were to blow a little bit more cold air. They blow a decent amount of air, but it's like 90 degrees outside, and the cool seats, they work really well, but I wish there was a little bit more air coming out of the cool seats here. But the seats are very supportive and they're aggressive. They hold you in place with the bolsters here. But we're gonna do a launch control. You just can't deny it. This car is it's just freaking fantastic. Like the power of this engine is just fantastic. But we're gonna turn off the traction control here. Okay, let me move. Okay, never mind. I thought a car was coming behind me. Okay, so I'm gonna turn off everything here. I'm gonna put it into a sport mode. If you guys go for the base powertrain, you get a sport plus mode. Here in this model, you want to get a sport mode. So everything is off. I'm gonna put on brake and accelerator. Launch control ready. Oh my god. Oh my god, this car. And this does have an 8-speed auto. That's first gear. Jesus. This car just legit pulls for days. The powertrain is just really good, and the power delivery also is just really good. That's second gear. Oh my god. It's just like the acceleration is just toxic. Like it just wants you to just basically bury your foot to the floor, guys. If you guys are looking to purchase a Stinger, be sure to check out your local Kia dealership and get one, because within the next few months, guys, these cars are legit going to be gone. There's no more Stingers after next year. So I think right now is a really good time to buy one instead of before they end production. Because once they end the production of the Stinger, it's going to be very hard to find one. And I think looking for one right now would be a really good option. I'm just so impressed. Oh god, let's try to do the launch again. Hopefully it lets me do it, because I'm kind of at a downhill here. Foot on the brake and accelerator. Launch ready. Oh my god, this car is just so toxic. Oh god. You just put your foot to the floor. It just gets up and goes like a rocket. Like I mentioned, this makes 368 horsepower and 376 pound-feet of torque. So very rich torque and very good power delivery from this V6 here. Oh my god, I'm speechless. I'm just so speechless. Oh god, let's do it one more time. Foot on brake and accelerator. Oh my god, this car is just really good. The performance is just fantastic. So like I mentioned, if you guys are looking to buy a Stinger, right now is the perfect time, in my opinion, to buy one, because once this car is basically at its end of production date, it's going to be super hard to find one on a dealer lot. So if you guys are looking to purchase this car, like I mentioned, right now is the best time. Starting price here for the Kia Stinger is at $51,290 with the options and accessories including destination. The Stinger stickers for $57,454. Hope you guys have enjoyed this review here. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Drive On Reviews and hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next review.